Hi guys, this is Magic from Find the Magnificence in You. This is your fall equinox message. The title of your video is The Fruits of Your Labor. And the channeled message that was coming through was, you will know them by their fruit. Okay? I think that's a Bible verse. I'm going to look that up real quick. You will know them by their fruit. Okay, I'm looking that up because I kept coming through very strongly. You will know them by their fruit. Matthew 7, verse 16. By their fruit you will recognize them. It says, okay, I'm going to read this. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? So I'm going to get a different interpretation where it's not Old English. Okay, so it says, by their fruit you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? You can identify them by their fruit, that is, by the way they act. The New Living Translation says you can identify them by their fruit, that is, by the way they act. Okay, so that is what that's about. Okay. So the message that came through when I was shuffling was self-worth. So it's very important, this message for fall equinox. You will know them by their fruits. It is alluding to someone external to you, so people around you. It could just be family, friends. It could be a romantic partner. So you will know someone also by your actions. And there is some sort of reward because as you in the thumbnail, you see there's a gift. So there is going to be a harvest of the seeds that were sown in the past. And based on what seeds were sown is what you reap. So the message that came through twice because I reshuffled was self-worth. Bottom of the deck, we have control, tactics, and then we have epiphany. So some of you guys, this is definitely about someone external to you, knowing or seeing people by their fruits and recognizing your self-worth because of your fruits, your actions. Someone here is relinquishing control and they're getting an epiphany. From your point of view, this is the same concept. This is you recognizing your own worth and seeing people's actions and not putting up with it. And this is your big breakthrough. This is going to bring some sort of new beginning, abundance for you, because that's what this period is all about. It's bringing in balance, oneness, and wholeness. Okay, so this is a very powerful message. So let's clarify self-worth. Yeah, so we have a message, communication or travel. Let's clarify control. Wow. Yep, somebody's relinquishing control. Yep, look, can't make this up. So for the people that didn't catch that message, every time Spirit gives me a message, you guys need to really pay attention. You will know them by their fruits. It's a twofold message. You knew somebody by their fruits. You may not be Christian. You may not be familiar with the Bible, but that's okay. I channel all kind of information, and it was a very clear message, and it kept coming up. And the New International Version says, by their fruits, you will recognize them. New Living Translation, you can identify them by their fruit. English Standard Version, you will recognize them by their fruit. And it's basically, you will recognize them by the way they act. It says, do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Okay. No, they don't. So somebody is going to see your worth because they see your fruit, the fruits of your labor. They seen the work, they seen what you represent. And because of this, this person wants to come towards you. And the fruits of your labor is exactly what this is. This is all that labor, all the work that you put in to heal, to learn, to get to where you are in your journey, to have this breakthrough or this epiphany is that because you had your epiphany about your worth and because you relinquished a relationship because you've seen them by their fruit, you're getting your breakthrough. And what's happening is your twin flame or your sacred soulmate is also doing the same thing. And their epiphany is that you are the reward Right. And then there's a healing that's taking place. This is beautiful. So the fruits of your labor is all that work you put in. You're finally paying off. Somebody is releasing a comfort zone or a third party or something from their past. Yeah. They're having a breakthrough. They're realizing the difference. Wow. There you go. So if you know anything about tarot and about the symbology and the analogies, a lot of the analogies are referencing gardeners and planting and gardening and planting, sowing, reaping. And when we talk about the fruits of your labor or reaping what you sow, we often are correlating that analogy to karma. So somebody has reaped what they've sown. They are getting the fruits of their labor, whether good or bad. In this case, I believe the people watching this video, you guys are getting karmic justice here. I believe that's what's coming through, karmic justice. And it's a very beautiful healing of a situation, getting balanced. Finally, all that hard work you put in, finally getting your just due. Finally, the seeds that you planted, right? Metaphorical seeds, they're finally reaping fruit. Justice and balance, breakthrough. Show me how this justice is coming through for people watching, the people watching. Wow. We got clarity with air. We have self-care. Yeah, putting yourself first, having clarity, the truth, communication. Some of you guys, this is involving an air sign. Wow, the spiritual world is assisting with some sort of change or ending or transformation. For some of you guys, this can definitely be a divorce. With that justice in air, that's the Ace of Swords. Something's being cut out. Putting yourself first, yeah. We got rejection, yeah. Something is being rejected, and this is this shadowy energy, or this is someone here that doesn't have someone's best interest in mind. You know, whatever, you know, take the parts that resonate, because whether this is an air element, you know, the element of air, which is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, I'm feeling like this air element is coming out because of Libra systems, the Libra season that we're moving into, which I believe started today. Yeah, today's the start of Libra season. You know that Libra is, you know, all about balance and scales, right? Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm so sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was important. Okay. So, yes, I really believe this is Libra season. This is balance. This fall equinox is bringing in balance, oneness, wholeness. Healing energy is coming in. Karmic balance is coming in. Karmic justice is coming in. Whatever wasn't revealed, or whatever dark, shadowy energy that you've been feeling, or any blocks, you're having your breakthrough. Libra season is bringing a lot of balance in collectively and on an individual scale. Because collectively, what it means, you know, the equinox right now is bringing in this energy of clearing out the past. We're preparing for the winter. I looked at a few. I went in this morning while I did some meditating this morning, and I was looking at a few posts on IG in regards to the equinox. And, you know, I do follow an astrologer, and I get I get periodic emails from her. And I like what she said because she talked about peace. Because, I talked about peace on my channel, about bringing in, a balance within self, bringing you in a space of peace. Because who wants to be in this energy of feeling fragmented and feeling lost and feeling rejected? No one wants to be in that energy anymore, right? So, this is that dark night of the soul. This is what they're talking about. They're saying that you're finally coming out of that. And the cycle of Earth's movements around the sun symbolizes light and darkness. And the equinox is about the middle point, right? And it says the birth and the death. That's what it represents. Going through a death and a rebirth cycle. And you're about to be rebirthed, because like I said, fall is when the leaves turn, right? You gather all your crops to prepare for the death cycle, which is winter. Nothing grows in the winter. And then in spring, you have a rebirth. So it's very significant this time. It says the equinox is the moment that the sun crosses the equator and our day and nights are equal in length. Okay. Equal days and nights remind us that the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine are in perfect balance. This is what this is about. Perfect balance between feminine and masculine. Right, that's what twin flame represents. But what we see here is that the masculine has gone through this growth process. Okay, so it is important for you guys to understand that there is a healing being taking place, in the equinox is the mark astrologically, just to kind of give you a timestamp, right? Collectively, how this is affecting your twin flame union or your sacred soulmate union is that right now you're being prepared for some sort of breakthrough moment. Some healing is taking place. And Libra season is the marking that there will be an ending of this disharmony between you and your masculine. And right at the bottom of the deck, that there will be a renewal to follow in the spring, as I stated, because it's very important that we understand why the words are correlating with the message. Fall is when all the leaves turn, you get your crops together, right? We have a harvest moon, October the 1st. Get all your crops that you planted, you prepare for the winter, you store. This is a time for rest. This is a time to get balanced. This is a time to reflect and to let go of the things that doesn't serve. What didn't come into fruition, we need to look at that. We need to reflect on that. And we need to prepare for the next season to come. And we have new seeds are going to be planted, because that's how gardeners look at stuff, why do we have almanacs? Why do gardeners watch the planets? This is why they use the symbology in tarot, because even gardeners have to chart the movements of the planets in order to plant their crops, in order to know where and when to plant and when to sow. Very interesting and energy coming through. So whatever has been keeping you guarded, whatever has been keeping you feeling wounded or emotionally stunted, that's going to come to an end. Remember, all that energy is going to come into balance during this rebirth process. I'm also seeing any external parties or anything, those are going to be eliminated or removed during this process. We have third party, we have a past person, stalemate, separation, and an ending of a cycle, all happening in the fall, autumn. This is a very clear message, and I'm sorry for that interruption. Very clear message, you guys. The autumn starts today, September 22nd, and ends December 21st, which marks the beginning of winter time. Okay, a rebirth is taking place collectively, individually. There's a cleansing happening here, a balancing that's coming in. Some of you guys, if you watch my weekly oracle, you're going to be getting some communication from somebody. There is going to be some sort of communication. The bare minimum, an apology, is completely unexpected. Yeah. Somebody at a distance from you is missing you. They have been stuck in an illusion or confusion with other people, like I said, chasing their passions, their desires in the material realm. But there is going to be this nurturing energy, or there's a longing for your nurturing. And they are going to be moving into this energy where they want to be in a commitment instead of being in this energy of chemistry only and illusions. And then I'm seeing here, you guys are being prepared for wish fulfillment or something more fulfilling. So I definitely see that we have a masculine figure really stuck in negative, toxic thoughts, or some of you guys are not finding balance between head and heart. So if you're one of the people that are saying, I don't trust him, I don't want him, da 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 da, either it's not your twin flame, or this is because you still need to release this energy. Why do you feel that way? Because you're still clinging on to the past. There needs to be balance, and it's going to come through. And it's going to manifest differently for everybody depending on where you're at in your journey. But this message is super duper clear. Okay. But based on everybody's perspective, it may be received differently. So when we are talking about just in practical life, and we're not just talking about love, because some of you guys are not even in a relationship, we're talking about you releasing a cycle of lack and restriction. And we're seeing that there's a flow coming through where things will balance out. So the good deeds, the work, the hard work you put in, there will be a balancing. And if there was any restrictions, blocks, or limitations, they're being lifted. Let's get in the next message for the equinox. I will edit the video and remove that break. I had to take that call because, like I said, I don't know if you heard in my first video, I said that I had an electrician, I had people coming over to fix things around the house. So that was just someone trying to confirm the appointment. So I apologize about that. And confirm that all work was completed properly and all that jazz. So we have anxiety in reverse. So that means anything that's stressing, worrying you, that's coming to an end. It's an 18. Wow. You've been patient. You've been very patient. You've been waiting on divine timing. Wow, the World card in reverse, and then we have a new cycle journey. Some of you guys are actually moving. Some of you guys, you need to be a little bit patient with this World card. You're waiting for this ending, and the Spirit is saying that right now is a period of rest. Gather up your crops, gather up what you've harvested. What have you learned from this cycle? What have you learned from your experiences as you move into, I'm trying to shuffle and this is popping up. What have you learned, connecting with this particular person, right? The Spirit is saying, release your need to know, release your this worry energy, this stressful energy, and understand that divine timing is at play in your life. They're asking you to be patient again. Ace of Pentacles. Nothing to be worried about, especially in the career sector. There will be new contracts to be signed, a new career, a new commitments coming up for you. Ace of Pentacles could be money, an increase in money, windfall. This is a new journey. This is actually learning a lesson. A lot of healing has taken place. There could be a significant earth sign coming into your life or helping you. This could be anybody. I mean, they could literally be you meet somebody and they actually give you some information about an opportunity to make money, and it will be coming from an earth sign or related to earthly things such as work. Saturn, is about discipline, structure, what we do, how we do it. This is also about putting in the work, restructuring something, rebuilding something, or starting something new as it relates to work. We have 10th house coming through strongly. Your status, your career. With the Patience card, again, you've been hanging on to the past, but they're asking you, or there is some sort of, there's a lot of reminiscing on the past. They're asking you to reflect on, or to look at what you're reflecting on, what you're focusing on. They want you to let it go so that you can be open to something new. They don't want you to be stuck in the past anymore. They want you to be present, get grounded, Be grateful for the experience. If you feel like something has been taking a long time, understand that that is all part of divine timing, and you need to let go of this desperation or this again being so focused on the future, what will happen, having an expectation, and they want you to be present, and they want you to um, not be too much in the past either, not be too much in the future either. They want you to be grounded and present. Be present. Focus on the day-to-day moments. Also, they're asking you to release any resentment or forgive anything or anyone from your past. Something about your beliefs are needing to be revisited that have been shaped by your past experiences. Again, there could be somebody from your past that has maybe lied to you or mistreated you coming back for an apology. I'm definitely see something with timing. Someone may say they want to heal a connection with you. Clarify this patience card. Let me get one more message. Okay, this one's trying to come out. Yeah, self-worth. Wow. We see, with this Ace of Wands at this bottom too, that there is this strong energy of self-worth, a new drive, new motivation, a new perspective, or just you having a new vigor for life, realizing that you are in control, seeing your value or seeing the value of a situation, learning from it. I see you being open to something as well. Let's look at the World card. I'm stuck. My throat chakra is acting up. What's the World card? So with the World card in reverse, yeah, you're still in conflict though about ending a cycle and starting something new. They're wanting you not to be so rigid and narrow-minded. Again, there is a little bit of fear when it relates to moving forward. Again, there's still some baggage that you need to let go of. Don't box yourself in. Don't hold on to those experiences, because again, no matter what you do, whether this is love or career or just how you show up in your life, don't allow past experiences to keep you from being open to the limitless possibilities. I mean, this is like the world is your oyster. There's so much out there to experience, but I think that you have been so fixated on one outcome, one scenario for yourself. The universe is saying there is some sort of narrow-mindedness or some sort of limited self-taught belief, like not believing in yourself. Some of you guys, there is some sort of travel or some sort of long distance situation here. What's this about? Yeah, someone feels a lot of regret. And I see repression. The World card is about opening up in this deck. Opening up. Don't be so guarded. Some of you guys, there is someone coming in and it's an earth sign. And I'm seeing that you may need to release a fire sign. Okay. That's just for a few people. But they're saying open up. Open up. Oh, here's that fire energy coming through. Maybe this is this person needing to open up, okay? But it could be any sign. But this is about you, a new beginning. Ace of Wands, a new beginning being made available. You might be fearful. I'm also seeing that you may not want to open up to someone because of a fire sign. Okay. But there is someone wanting union, someone wanting to take some action. So the Ace of Wands is action, is like I said, willpower, a lot of energy. But you may be guarded because you may not trust this person. This could just be a new opportunity that requires you to travel. This could be just a new opportunity to date, to get back out there, or just to start a new endeavor. I see this is about the World Wide Web. This is about technology, putting yourself out there, networking. This could be online dating. This could be starting a business, a YouTube channel, putting yourself out there. There could be a little bit of reservations about that. We have with this Journey card, a new beginning. Beautiful. Definitely a new beginning. Wow, we have Ace of Cups, another ace. Wow, water. Okay, we have a new cycle. One cycle completes, another one starts. Journey in this deck, this oracle deck, literally means movement. It means moving, relocation, vacation, relocation for work, or just a move in residence. So I'm definitely see some of you guys are moving. Wow, some of you guys are absolutely moving. I'm also seeing, again, this distance. Someone is moving towards you. Someone wants a new beginning with you. Wow. Yeah, somebody wants a new beginning. They want a solid foundation. They want to offer you commitment, love, Ace of Cups. Someone may ask you to move in. Wow, that's big. We have overcoming or transcending obstacles. Dang. I'm not even looking. I just glanced and just saw that some you guys are writing. So you have an offer coming. Don't be guarded because of your past. There's someone trying to bring in love. We have water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but this could be just an Ace of Cups. We have a lot of movement here, but we need you to break free out of this standstill or stagnant energy, not allowing anything new to come in because you are afraid of taking action, or maybe just afraid in general to open up. I'm also seeing that there's no need to worry about financial situations. I'm also seeing a contract coming to an end. I want to clarify this Ace of Earth really quick because I feel like that's a reverse Ace of Pentacles, but let's double check. Clarify this Ace of Earth. Yeah. Someone is letting go of another woman. Someone that might be codependent. Yeah, someone is detaching emotionally from another woman. Someone that they were building with or had some sort of practical or something very tangible business relationship. It could be a business partnership. It could be a relationship. It could be family. Somebody is severing something. Or this earth element here, you don't feel confident. Okay, there's something with this Queen of Wands energy. This Queen of Wands energy could be a lack of confidence, a lack of self-worth, a lack of value, fear. It represent controlling, possessive, jealous. Could represent different things depending on what that earth element. Yeah, something has become a burden to someone here. And we have Five of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's letting go here of something that's been a burden. Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles. If this is a commitment, because we have commitment here, it's an ending of a marriage or a relationship because it was too stressful. Someone doesn't want those problems anymore. Someone here knows your worth, or they know their worth. Okay, if this is your energy, we have Fool in reverse. Someone's not playing the fool. Yeah, if someone's not investing their time and energy in anything that doesn't reflect self-worth to them. If you don't value me, or if it's not of value, if it's a job, if it's not paying me enough, there's a complete change of your perspective. Balance is being brought in your life in all different areas, because right now you're in a space where you don't want to disenfranchise yourself or make yourself or limit yourself in any way, or at least this is the path that you need to take, not limiting yourself in any way. Not letting people, jobs, places, things limit you. You know your value and worth. Yeah, you're walking away. You're walking away. We have Six of Cups. Someone is walking away from someone they have children with or the past. And we have Empress. This is that worth. And here's that Ace of Wands again showing up. New beginning, new offer. You have lots of offers. Some of you guys are not so happy with the offers, or you're kind of just looking. You're still focusing on the things that didn't go right. So you may be not seeing this new beginning. This is why the World card is reversed. You need to let something go. It feels like it's this emotional baggage. Stop looking at these Three Cups. Stop looking at the things that didn't go right. And then let's look at this outcome. Beautiful movement, travel, moving on to calmer waters. I love it. Moving on to calmer waters, Ten of Pentacles. You're moving into successful. Oh, and I'm getting strong Capricorn for somebody. I hope that's not for me, because I don't want the Capricorn that keeps trying to come towards me. But anyways, Capricorn energy, 10th house energy. We have Capricorn, the devil, and we have the 10th house. We have, if this is related to work, you're going to be very ambitious. You're going to be very motivated, very driven. We have success in the career or financial sector of your life. When it comes to a relationship, I see someone transitioning out of something toxic and moving into something more successful, moving into a period of success, victory in their relationships. The Wheel of Fortune is promising you abundance. The Wheel of Fortune is promising you a new cycle of good luck. A balance is coming in. No more struggling, no more struggle, love. You're freeing yourself from, or blocks are being removed. Like I stated, if you weren't feeling any movement, those blocks are being removed. I see you taking off your blindfolds. You're no longer confused with the Moon card. Or if something wasn't clear, it's being made clear, clarity. And that's going to allow you to not be in this energy of conflict anymore. Okay? Whether it be with other people or just within yourself. Tell me a little bit more about this success, because this is beautiful. I want to look at that because I do see that. Some of you guys, your success is your family. You're getting a relationship or your family bond is strengthening. Some of you guys, this is your businesses thriving or finding better jobs, getting paid more. Things are changing, whether you see that or not. But it is balance is coming in. You're going to see this over a period of time. An old cycle has ended. Some of you guys, there's a strong Capricorn coming through. Wow. And then we have, again, divine purpose. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air, clarity of vision, clarity of thought, knowing what you want, being clear, having a new perspective. For somebody here, this is changing their mind about their career path. Yeah, this is your higher self. This is, logical mind, but your higher psyche, your intuition is heightened, your awareness is expanded. You're looking at a situation more in a positive way instead of in like you did in the past in a negative way. I'm also seeing someone is really moving on. Like this is why this is going to be successful, because what was holding you back was the past, suffering. You're no longer going to be in that energy because you love yourself. And then what I'm seeing here is Pluto, there's a transformation of you, of a situation because of this clarity, that Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Detaching, overcoming fears and limitations. I love this message, you guys. Breaking free of this moon energy and stepping into a new phase of your life. The Wheel of Fortune, divine timing is at play, or this is divine timing, perfect timing. The Wheel of Fortune is saying growth in all areas. This is what I'm saying. Your businesses are going to be looking good. Money's going to change. Fortune, fame, luck, and whatever areas you want this to show up in. Wish fulfillment. Very nice. So the fall equinox is big, 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 big. Lots of growth because of this awakening. You guys are having, growth. We have awakening, remembering who the fuck you are, renewal spark. If there was something that was interfering, causing a block, this closed off energy, causing resistance, that you're releasing that or you're severing it. There's no control over you now or over someone you may be dealing with. There may be a severance with a third party, or you're removing yourself from a third party. We have a rebirth. Winter is a death cycle. Ending. Winter represents death. The death has to come first for that rebirth to take place. We have mothering energy. We have nurturing. A new seed is going to be planted and you're nurturing. This is representing you. You're becoming more solid in self and worth and who you are. You're nurturing this new identity. You're nurturing the way you show up in your life. You're nurturing, you're planting new seeds, new intents from a different perspective. So therefore, because you have shifted your focus from lack, from the past, from the things that didn't work out, your reality completely changes. These new seeds will blossom and grow because we did see growth because of this new perspective you have, because you have been awakened. this new spark. You have renewed yourself, transformed yourself, no longer letting illusions get in the way. I'm also seeing your dreams are coming true. Healing is coming in a reunion possibly, okay, or a severance of a soul tie. And I'm also seeing a heavy reflection on the past. I feel like you're getting the truth about why you had to go through all of that. And that is what's in this is what's creating this catalyst of change. No more deceiving yourself, okay? Getting clear messages from the divine, okay, or getting an unexpected message. This is going to trigger this change within you. Very nice. All right, so I'm going to pull one more message and then that will be it. This is not meant to be super long, but I want to cover everything that wants to come out for you guys. So if you're just joining, my message was you will know them by their fruits. That was what I channeled. However that translates to you. Use your higher self to translate that. You will know them by their fruit. And Spirit told me to name this video, The Fruits of Your Labor. So if you've planted those seeds, baby, get ready for your harvest, my loves. Get ready. So for the final message, I'm going to use this soulmate on the Love Oracle deck by Island Time Wellness. I'm going to use this deck for the last message. I hope these messages were insightful and helpful to you guys. And again, I'm sorry for the interruption in the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so this is going to be love. We need to understand what's coming through with this fall equinox starting today, which will extend until December 21st as we prepare for winter. We have clock. We have need time. Okay, takes time. Cycles. And we have time to heal. Progress. Not only do you have progress, but there's a healing that's taking place. We have the Phoenix. We have a new phase coming in. We have a rekindling. We have a renewal. We have growth. And again, a change of mind that came through. And give me one more. We have addiction. We have codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block. I feel like this addiction is being eliminated, but I'm going to clarify. Bottom of the deck, ascending. Very beautiful. And it says transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase. Beautiful. Preparing for union. Beautiful. So you're preparing for union. Divine timing. The clock is about divine timing. You're going into a new phase. You're going through a renewal. You're growing. You're changing, transforming. And this is because you're getting rid of the final residual imprints, addictive behaviors, negative patterns. Those are being cleansed, right? Because what happens during a harvest is release. You know, we take all the good crops and then we get rid of the bad crops or the things that didn't grow. Let's clarify real quick. Clarify clock here for this love message. Wow. So clock is a detaching from the past. It's so very clear. Why it took so long? Because it took you a long time to gain clarity and to detach from past imprints, conditioning, lack consciousness, suffering, etc., etc. But you're making progress. You're getting clarity. Okay. And what's this Phoenix energy about? We have Ace of Wands with Leo. So we have a fire sign or fire element coming through. We also have something unknown to you with the Moon card or coming out, or this fire sign is coming out of a dark phase, or this is this renewal with the Ace of Wands. You're coming out of this dark night of the soul. You're coming out of this energy of needing, that work that you've been doing on yourself, which is the shadow work. And you're moving into a phase of fulfillment, a stronger foundation. Beautiful. You're present now. not so focused on the past. I like it. I see, oh, you're being open to something new. Okay. And then what's this addiction energy here? Wow. So I have air, a new perspective. I'm seeing a new beginning. Jupiter is expanding your awareness, giving you courage to take the necessary action. I'm seeing union. I'm seeing an epiphany and a breakthrough. Wow. I'm seeing karmic justice. I hope you can see my hand. Let me make sure. Karmic justice. I see a new perspective, seeing something from a new set of eyes, getting clarity. Someone is making a decision not to clean or to move out of a comfort zone. Lots of fire energy here. Manifestation, moving out of an energy of conflict. Someone is finding the balance between head and heart. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah, moving out of this disharmony, wanting balance now. For some of you guys, this is someone removing themselves. Air sign maybe is detaching from a water sign. I see maybe a fire sign leaving behind an air sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, walking away from Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That doesn't have to be for everyone. All right. So, but this is a new perspective and following your heart. Someone here is following their heart, male or female, in a situation, or being open. I want to know what this water is. Ooh, yeah, taking a chance, coming out of the comfort zone. And it's right here. This is what this decision is about. Right. And it says it right here. You can't grow in your comfort zone. Stepping into the unknown means you're trusting in the universe. Go for it. We have sacred sexuality. This connection has a potential for sacred tantric alchemy. And here's that renewal, a return of passion. So if there was any conflict in a relationship, I feel like there's a balance coming in. Or if you had a conflict with relationships, there is a sacred relationship coming in for you if you don't already have somebody in your life. Some of you guys, this is someone from your past coming back that wants a renewal. Hold on, let me piggyback on this renewal card, renew an adventure. This is that new beginning, an epiphany. Releasing something codependent, releasing some sort of obsession or this energy to need to possess, removing any blocks or restraints. So this is just removing things that don't serve you, relationships, people, places, or things. Wow, bottom of the deck, you got a new beginning. Tell me about this renew and adventure. Lessons of Saturn. Wow. Wow. A soul's desire to resolve limiting patterns of control and dependency. How amazing is that? That is correlating to what is on this card. Codependency, obsession, possession, controlling. So this is saying that you're finally learning the lessons. Your desire to release this energy. It's challenging, but it comes with many long-term benevolent rewards. And because of that, you're setting your attention now to receiving love, joy, and happiness because you know you deserve it. And what is coming to you is true love. Whether this be someone you've already met, someone you already dealt with, or somebody new. It could be different for everybody. So the equinox is preparing you for a beautiful union, balanced union with a masculine. Oh, bottom of the deck, twin flame. You'll have this clarity soon. So if you are in an energy of lack, doubt, or if there's any fear surrounding how a union is going to work out, or if you will have a balanced union, don't worry. You are overcoming obstacles. You are going through a transformation. Right now, your main focus is to love yourself. Do not resist anything that ends. Do not resist any change that comes in. Embrace it because the universe is guiding you to where you need to be, who you need to be, and this healing energy that's coming in. And healing the inner child. So that soul tie card, I always tell people that this could be returning or severing, depending on your situation. So that's the reading. I hope that was helpful. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Please like the video, please subscribe. When you guys like the videos, it does help my channel. It helps me to continue to keep posting for you guys. I would like to see growth. I know the channel will grow and will flourish. I appreciate you guys, the ones, especially my day ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being with me, for sticking it out with me. This has been a very insightful journey, me, doing this now, leaving a regular 9 to 5 and doing this full time. And I learned so much. I've grown so much because of you guys. So I thank y'all. So please leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know what you got from this reading. And again, support the channel, support my business. I have another small business, Soul Therapy 33. I'm selling sage, Palo Santo. I'm selling crystals, jewelry. So if you are interested, all my contact information is in the description box. I am taking personal readings. So if you would like a personal reading, please check out my website and book your reading today. All right. Bye, you guys. Love you too.